Hi, I'm Coach Onley, and in this lesson, we're going to go over some of the numbers behind the esports industry, which will showcase why everyone's talking about it and why it's a good thing you're watching this course. To start, in the last lesson, I referenced professional gamers and posed the question, how much money do they really make? To answer that question, here are some numbers. To start, I'd like you to reference this graph on how much money year over year has been awarded through esports. As you can see, back in 2010, it was only $3 million. Fast forward 7 years, and that number is now over $100 million. And that's just prize pool money. For some of the more developed esports titles like League of Legends, the players are actually on a salary as well. How much of a salary, you might ask? Well, the average salary for a professional League of Legends player is currently just over $320,000. So now that we've established esports athletes are paid pretty well, let's talk about how we're able to pay them so much. Esports revenue has grown at an enormous rate. In 2016, the esports industry brought in about $493 million. In just 3 years, that number has doubled to over $1 billion, and it's estimated to continue growing by about 30% year over year. The main reason revenue is growing at such an exponential rate is because viewership is growing just as fast. There are now over 500 million people who tune into esports competitions. That number is up from just 300 million a few years ago. And these competitions are now starting to beat out some of the largest traditional sports in the world. In 2016, it made news that League of Legends broke into the top 5 most viewed events with 14.7 million viewers. By 2019, it had taken over the NHL, NBA, and MLB in viewership with a total of 58 million viewers, and was only surpassed in viewership by the NFL. I hope those numbers start to put it into perspective just how popular esports is and is becoming here in the United States. And in the next lesson, we're going to begin talking about the opportunities that exist in this growing industry.